What's going on, guys? We are back again, and we are going to be reviewing something that I've been wanting to review on the channel for a while now, and that is Kung Fu, the brand new series to the CW, the very first season that we're going to be going over here on the channel. Now, I did do a trailer reaction when it first got revealed, and I was very interested in this show, and then when it came out, obviously, I was watching it, then I was going to think about doing episode reviews, but I normally don't do that when it comes to a CW show because sometimes I don't have the time to watch it, or I forget about it, or something else gets in the way. So there's just a lot going into this show, but I actually really enjoyed this show. It was rather interesting. It was something new for the CW, and I gotta say, I will give them a handoff on this. Now, was this show perfect? No, it has issues, but I first off like to know down in the comments down below, did you guys watch the show? If you did, what was your thoughts about it? Was it okay? Was it kind of, bad? Now, again, apparently this was a reboot, apparently. I want to say it was a reboot I want to say maybe a Bruce Lee movie or something. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on this, guys. I could be entirely wrong. Now, again, we have where the female, the lead is a female. We got mainly a lot of female leads in the show, which is fine. The entirety of the show is based around the character Nikki Shin, who's played by Olivia Ling. She goes to a monastery. She is training Kung Fu, and then her monastery is attacked by her master's sister, Zai Lang, who is played by, and I'm probably going to butcher this young lady's name, Yvonne Chapman. She is been going after trying to find these artifacts, these weapons that apparently go to an ancient legacy of 8 weapons that lead to a safe called the Forge to find this power that each of these weapons have, and it's always 8 of them. And then throughout the series, Nikki finds out that she is one of the guardians to one of the weapons, and we get to see that she has 2 siblings as well as also her parents. Now, the only actor that I will say that I did recognize in this film was I may butcher this man's name, Tiz May, who played in Rush Hour as Soo-young's dad, and also he played in Mulan as Mulan's dad. Now, that is the only actor that I did recognize in the series. Now, I will say again, the series was very interesting. It really gave me a mix between, I would say, Mulan, Winnie Wu, Homecoming Warrior, Iron Fist, and Arrow. It gave me all those vibes. And what we have is Nikki coming back home. She was originally supposed to become a lawyer, but she fled in China, and she hadn't been seen for over two to 3 years. And when she comes back, her sister's getting married. Her sister went through a lot of stuff. Althea, who went through a sexual assault. She went also finding out that her brother Ryan is gay. She also meets a new guy by the name of Henry, who is a martial arts teacher and also a historian. And also she has to deal with her ex-boyfriend Evan, who is now, I believe, with the FBI or somewhere in the law enforcement. And so we go through all these different stories throughout the series of trying to find the artifacts and trying to get ahead of Xylan. So again, there was, again, the only real issue that I think I have with this show, because again, I'm a sucker for martial arts. Again, seeing martial arts from like Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Chuck Norris and all this different stuff, and even old Bruce Lee movies and things of that nature. A lot of that really drew me to this show because I like stuff that has to do with ancient China, Chinese culture, as well as even has to do with Japan, Japanese. But again, this is more of Chinese, so again, that's perfectly fine. That's amazing. Now, again, there was a few things I did have an issue with in this show. One of the things I will address is, I think, with the antagonist in the show, Azaylan, that I think, or the main issue I had was they almost try to make her out to be like a Mary Sue. Like there was no, like she was just overpowered, very well trained, had a lot of money. Your classic villain, very well trained, always ahead, and all that kind of stuff. And again, I understand that as for the plot, but at the same time, we have where there's always a problem with, I think, that villain of you always know that villain, he or she's going to be a step ahead, and then it's just going to come right back. So again, that was probably one of the main issues I did have, and I think that it works to a certain degree, but at the same time, it didn't always need to happen. Now again, there was a lot of character progression in this show. I will say that most definitely, because from Nikki coming back, having a very big issue with her mom really not wanting nothing to do with her because her mom was very traditional, and especially escaping China and wanting to come to America and open up a shop and meeting, of course, you know, her husband and everything. It really went into of what she wanted more for her children, but it also went into that her family's legacy is a lot bigger than what Nikki realized. And also with the death of her master of her Shifu, she realizes that even in death she can still talk to her to a certain way through meditation and calmness, and she helps her through this journey as well. And even her brother, her sister, helps her through this as well, with her sister being a major IT person, her brother being good with you know, thinking on his feet, being a major social person as well, and being a doctor. And then this new guy, Henry, who is a martial artist as well as a historian. So it kind of helps out with, it kind of fills in, you know, I think he needs help with the going when legally she goes to her ex. If she needs help going in somewhere, you know, that's kind of illegal, she goes towards her siblings or towards, you know, Henry. So again, everything kind of works out. Now, I will say, the one thing that, again, that I did not like that they did was putting identity politics into the show on one episode that had to deal with the BLM. Now, I do understand that it had to deal more with the racism against both ethnics. But again, I don't think that that was fully necessary for that episode or even into the show. I understand you got to put that sometimes into a show, but also with everything that's going on in the world, I think it'd be a lot better if they just focus more on the show, the storyline, the characters, rather than trying to put in something that we already know is going on into the world and not try to force it into a show, which they don't really do, which I'm very happy about that. It was only in one episode, so that was the only issue I did have at one point, but I was able to get over it and move on. Now, again, I don't have a lot of issues with this show. I find this show to be very entertaining. There's some comedy. There's great martial arts. Now, I will say sometimes with the choreography was not always the best to par, in my opinion. Also, from what you saw in different parts of the series, it wasn't always the best. You could tell that there was a few, I guess, faux pas, I guess you will, that there was some issues, I guess, when they were trying to film. And you could also tell that they were trying to make it quick. Now, again, the way that they did some of the martial with, I don't know all the styles that they did, but again, I have major respect for it. I find it very interesting and just very beautiful the way you can move with, you know, being in martial arts, as well as also with different legends in that type of culture as well. So I find that to be very interesting, very entertaining, and very beautiful all in the same time. But again, I really enjoyed this show. I really did, and I'm very happy that it got a season 2. I think it deserved a season 2 with the way this episode ended tonight, because again, I am recording this on Wednesday night. This is going to be going up on Thursday morning, so hopefully you guys aren't going to be too disappointed. But overall, I think that the way it ended, and again, this is going to be spoiler alert if you guys have not seen the finale, I do highly recommend you guys click off the video right now, because again, it ain't really too much to go into other than just the story. But I think overall, with Nikki getting rid of the power that she was given, and then with Zilong going to jail, I don't think it's going to last very long. I think that she's going to be able to get out of going to jail, and then she's just going to come right back. I think with all the money she has and the power that she does have, she's going to be able to get out of jail. And of course, what she did to the guy's son that she was playing to and got in a relationship with, that she tried to kill. Obviously, he's still alive. He's on life support. And now his father is going after Nikki's family, because obviously what we found out is Nikki's aunt was a guardian as well. She went into hiding, so her mom never knew that much about her sister other than what she already knew. And they come to find out Nikki has a long-lost cousin, which is shown in the very end of the season finale, which we don't know who the actress is. I don't know if they've casted her yet, but either way, it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be playing as Nikki's cousin and if she's going to be an ally or a foe. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what exactly they're going to be doing in the next season. I'm very excited for it. I think there was a lot of character progression for Althea, as well as Nikki, as well as her brother, and even her parents. So there was a lot of character progression in this. I'm very happy when a show does a lot of character progression, that not every character is perfect, not every character is great, that there's always good character progression. But overall, I am enjoying this series. I'm very happy once again to get Season 2. What was y'all's thoughts on this? Did you guys were able to watch Kung Fu Season 1? Let me know what you guys thought about down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, about subscribing. If you guys are also new, click notifications so you guys know every time I upload. Leave a like, guys. It helps out greatly, gets the algorithm. Again, hopefully you're not too disappointed that I did not do an episode review over this. I prefer to go over a whole season. That way I know exactly how I'm feeling about every particular, just the season overall, rather than just one episode. But let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. And as always, see you guys on the next one.